I just thought I'd come on camera and do this candidly. As we already know, the year is coming to an end. 2016 is on its last few legs. And I mean, wow, it's amazing how fast the year really goes. Hey guys, it's me, Desiree Marie, and I am here. It is a beautiful day out. It's actually kind of cloudy out here, but the sun is peeking through here and there. And I'm actually waiting on everyone to get ready because I'm actually going to go shopping with my mother and my younger brother. But I just thought I'd come on camera and do this candidly. As we already know, the year is coming to an end. 2016 is on its last few legs. And I mean, wow, it's amazing how fast the year really goes. Like, I'm still in summertime, and the fact that Christmas time already came and passed blows my mind. But this is a time where a lot of us do a lot of reflection. We start to think of our goals, what we want to do, how we want to improve for the new year. And I have a few things that I want to do in this new year. It has a lot to do with advancing and opening myself up to new opportunities. But I want to reflect. I want to reflect on my year. 16 came pretty quickly for me. God has been doing so many amazing things. One amazing thing that he's done, like right at the start of the beginning of the year, was he allowed me to get into a godly relationship. I'm not talking about a relationship where you stamp Jesus on it. Like, this is my very first, and I declare it to my last, godly relationship where we genuinely keep our eyes focused on Christ, and we love each other, but we love Christ even more, and we do good to each other. We try to help each other grow and nourish that growth and development within our spiritual lives. And we're really like best friends. So you guys have seen him, Andre. You've seen him in many of my videos. He's God's gift to me. Like, I couldn't have asked for anything different. I know prior to meeting him, I had my long list, and I wanted this, that, and everything else to be on point. But this is really a man of God that I didn't even imagine. He's really someone who I need more than who I want. He's more someone that I need. Our personalities blend, but they also help each other grow. Like, for example, me, I'm spontaneous, and my mind is always in the clouds, like, in my imagination, and I often live out of my imagination, and that's a good thing. But at the same time, God allowed him to come into my life to level me and to teach me things such as financial literacy and the benefit of being organized. And he's also come alongside me and helped me to develop my blog a lot better, where the blog sounds a lot, he helped to edit and proofread. He's really good with detail, whereas I'm more of like a big picture type of person. He's the one that's great with statistics and numbers. He's even helped me with a business venture, and he's just been amazing. He's been so encouraging, and I've got to say that God has been really good to me by bringing him into my life. He honors my purity, and we really guard each other's purity. We don't put ourselves into places that we know one another will fall, but instead we guard one another's purity and convictions. Even if I don't understand his convictions, I try my best to nonetheless love him in the way, because we're different, and we have differences, and I think that's very healthy. At the same time, it's to teach you how to accept someone rather than try your best to change them. So I'm really grateful for Andre, and we've had such a great relationship this year. We've done so many things. I've met so many of his family members, his friends, his church family, and I'm so excited to be in a relationship where someone, this person actually loves me more than I could ever imagine. I feel really valued. He is one of the people this year that has really taught me my value, not just by the way that he treats me, but the words that he tells me. This year, I also jumped into freelance writing, and I settled for Content Mills, which is websites that offer you jobs because other people post it, and they offer you jobs, but they pay you very little. And I did this, on the side next to my main job. But I didn't realize that I was undervaluing myself by accepting jobs that pay only pennies. Basically I would end the work week writing at least 5,000 words and get paid maybe $30. And Andre was one of the people that told me, look, you need to know your worth. You're a great writer, and you've got what it takes, so don't settle for less. So I really had to just dive wholeheartedly headfirst into my worth and realize that I have worth. God gave me some gifts and talents, and I shouldn't put it down and think less of it. And God gives us talents and gifts where we can even monetize it and make money, a living, while doing his work. And he taught me that this year, that instead of settling, why don't you own your own business? So that's another thing that I have, God has blessed me with this year is, and I'm not trying to brag. I'm not bragging at all. I'm just giving a testimony. It's a little cold out here, but yes, God allowed me to see, you know what, Desiree, why are you writing all of these words and at the end of the day, you don't get much? Why don't you turn this into a business of your own? You can write, you can video edit, you can do so many things. Why don't you just combine all of these things together, continue sharpening it, but put a business name on it and make money on the side? And who knows, maybe this will become a full-time thing for me. So I finally got my head out of my how you tend to think lower of yourself. Not that you have low self-esteem, but you don't think that you have what it takes. I know a lot of artists feel this way when they offer their work. They feel a little insecure that it will not be accepted by other people in the way that they feel very passionate about. So I had to remove myself from that mentality and gain the confidence enough to make my own business. So yes, if you guys have not seen it yet, it is actually up now, and it is www.topcreativestudio.com. And there I do so many services. It is a contracted freelance business where I do a lot of things. I do web, writing, all of that stuff. So yeah, that was something great. And hey, I just started the business and I didn't even get through to advertising as much as I thought. When God allowed all of these clients to come my way, even people that have wanted to sit under me and ask me, how do you do this? How can I learn from you? All of these things. So I'm blessed that God has been watching me and he's heard the petition of my heart in that way. So I'm very grateful for that. But 2016 has been bittersweet because this year I also learned about the hearts of people, the people around me. You know how you tend to think the best of people in a way that you kind of put them on a pedestal? Well, I learned not to put people on a pedestal and that they are just as human as I am. I am flawed, people are flawed. And even if it is a leader that you've always looked up to, that person is flawed, that person has faults, but so do you. So I've learned not to put people on the pedestal and to forgive. And even right now as I'm speaking, I'm learning that. I'm learning how to walk it out. I'm learning to forgive, how to lean on God. If you guys have not seen my my blog post, please do. I'm gonna link it below. But I speak a lot about my experiences this year, and yeah, this year I have had to learn how to get over certain things that would have been an offense to me. And really and truly, an offense is something that keeps you fenced in, and it holds you captive. It holds you in your own mental cage. And this year I told myself, no, I'm ripping myself out of that cage. So there were things that came my way that really tried to cause me to fall and get in my emotions and lash out, but I chose the road of forgiveness. It was not easy. In my heart, I was still feeling some type of way, but every time I would feel that type of way, I would give it to God, ask Him for forgiveness, ask Him for the heart to forgive those that have hurt me, and try to move forward by faith. Even though I don't feel it, I believe in my heart that I am walking this thing out. So it was bittersweet in that way, because the people that I once thought of in that way have really showed me that humanity is flawed, and you can't hold yourself, you can't hold people on a pedestal, you can't hold church on a pedestal, you can't hold anyone on a pedestal, even your favorite preacher, your favorite leader, the person you look up to, who you look up to, you cannot hold them up on a pedestal. So yes, I learned how to handle negativity. I have I've been doing this channel more seriously in the most recent months, and I have gained much success. I enjoy talking about my locks, which is another thing that I started this year. Got on a new lock journey and changed, I feel like I'm becoming more of who I really am. I'm becoming less concerned about what people think about me and more into who I am and who God is. This year, I laid down a lot of my responsibilities in church, and I realized that it's great to just be God's daughter. I've come to realize again that God doesn't love you anymore if you're in 10 different ministries or if you're in one. Not knocking down serving in ministry. Ministry is great. It's a great way to give back to God. But God doesn't love you anymore if you are involved in 10 ministries. You can't base God's love on how many things you're doing actively in the church, because you can often be doing it out of wrong motives. Your heart can be wrong and far from the task at hand. So I laid down my responsibilities, and I found that I love just being a child of God, just knowing that God loves me, and that is more than enough for me. That has been the thing that has held me throughout the year, just knowing who I am in God, knowing who God has made me, knowing that I have worth and value, and I can step out of the comfort zone and be more. I've also been yearning for more. So I'm excited for what 2017 has to offer. I know that I will be documenting everything, because this is going to be a great year. I have some great visions. I've already started cutting things out of my vision board, and I have some thoughts about this year, and I'm excited. I'm excited to even come to you guys about a lot of the things that I'm shivering that I have in store in mind. I've been praying about it, and I've been feeling the drive to complete the mission. So I'm going to come to you guys again throughout the year. But yeah, Merry Christmas, because I didn't tell you guys that. Happy New Year, and I hope that you guys enjoy your New Year as well, and that you're looking forward to the year with great anticipation, despite whatever hurdles you may have come up against, whatever troubles, trials, situations. I hope that you have a wonderful year, and that you trust God even more, and that you feel his love with every step that you take. So yes, Happy New Year. I hope I pinpointed a lot of the things that I wanted to say. Yeah. Happy New Year, everyone. God bless, and I'll see you in 2017. Bye.